Mr. 817, we done cracked the case. Me and Twin. Ain't
And
nobody
hey,
knew
this is just the beginning,
this.
because now we finna really get to digging.
Yeah, we about to really start digging. You talking about
We finna find out who
and
all you motherfuckers are.
they about to start coming for me. They better send me some hush money. Y'all,
Nah,
y'all better send me
look,
some hush
I'll
money.
stop searching real quick.
Y'all better send me some hush money because I done cracked the case now. I done cracked the case now. I know this doctor and his daddy is connected to Rock Nation.
Who came
Now I know.
who came 12 hours later. Okay.
12 hours later. It took y'all 12 hours to put the play together.
Well, shit, they was panicking on their feet.
It took them 12 hours. You want to know why they was panicking? Because they didn't want nobody to know Jay-Z had them guns being moved in that purse.
Mm-hmm. Now, who's the person?
Hey, $17 million will get you get you a doctor, my nigga. And guess what? I bet you they just got a big donation from Rock Nation in 2020. I bet you in 2020 United Way got another donation.
Well,
What you
shit. Let me try to see if we can figure that out.
I guarantee you in 2020 United Way got another donation from Rock Nation. Y'all better pay attention. We cracked the case, y'all. How was this doctor even allowed to work on Megan Thee Stallion?
Because nobody thought he was going. Remember last time that they had a public like interaction was like over 10 years ago. So I don't think he thought nobody was gonna go back, because that interview was 13 years ago. I don't
Yeah, it
think he
was
thought motherfuckers was
2011.
gonna go back that far.
Yeah, because we did. Hey, I don't think they thought we was going to figure out and ask who is Mr. Little. You see how I just did that? I said something ain't right about this. Who is this nigga, Mr. Little? Where he from? What's his background? Soon as we
Mm-hmm.
do our research and check his mystery and his history, we find out who his dad was. Then we find out his dad is running United Way. Then we find out it's connected to Jay-Z. Bingo! You telling me that Tory Lane's lawyers couldn't do this?
And then we find out you brought Alicia Keys and Meek Mill into his organization as well. Interesting. Hmm.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Pay attention. Pay attention. You said Lake said, remember Tory got rid of Sean Holly because he said she was compromised through Rock Nation. She was his attorney.
Remember, she's the one that made Unreasonable Doubt. Every single one of her title episodes is related to a Jay-Z track. How did you get Jay-Z to clear you playing his music on your show?
Mm-hmm.
When have we ever known Jay-Z to clear anybody to use anything of his?
Exactly.
And that show made millions. Oh, okay. Yeah. You do me a favor, I do you a favor. You want a
The
TV
lawyer
show?
was
Cool.
everybody was compromised. The lawyer was compromised, and the doctor was. The doctor was compromised too. The doctor, you might as well say the doctor worked for Rock Nation. If my dad is getting $17 million in donations to the United Way through Rock Nation, you might as well say I work for Rock Nation. When they call, I come. What you need? What you need, Beyonce? I guarantee you he write prescriptions for Beyonce. I guarantee you he write prescriptions for Jay-Z. I bet you. I put any amount of money on it, y'all. I put any amount of money on it. He write prescriptions.
Oh, so
He
the ER doctor,
mm-hmm.
as of 2023, he's now a clinical assistant professor. So that means is a university level educator who teaches in a particular clinic field. So he left medicine to go be a professor. Interesting.
Mhm. Interesting.
Hmm. Okay.
He said these
That's
niggas is dirty.
interesting.
They dirty over here. He said, let me get away from them. They dirty.
Mm-hmm. Then he
He,
left
he said,
medicine
let me get away.
together.
He said, let me get away from these crooked people. They crooked. They just
Interesting.
they just made a black guy come behind me and fuck with my work. He crooked.
I gotta go.
We figured it out, y'all. We figured it out. Somebody need to go talk to this doctor. He dirty. Milton is dirty, y'all. He dirty. All they got to do is put pressure on this doctor. They put pressure on this doctor. I bet you they put pressure on this doctor. You know what's going to happen, right?
What?
He going to tell it all. He going to tell everything.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't even think they're gonna put pressure on him. I think because we can't prove that he's lying. You're a medical doctor. You come from your father is a
Listen,
well.
look, it don't matter if he's lying or not. There is no coincidence that he came and backdoored this doctor. It's no coincidence that he came 12 hours later. It's no coincidence his father is United Way. So you telling me it's a coincidence that they sent the one
No.
doctor
It's not a
the back?
coincidence. But if when he lawyer up, his lawyer gonna say, "Well, my client was just doing. He saw the fragments. We can't prove he didn't because he said he gave them to LAPD."
But guess what? Guess
You know what
what?
I'm saying?
They need to start investigating into this nigga. Go look, run his phone records, see who contacted him. There's ways that you can figure this shit out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going through his phone records. I'm seeing what contact that he had to certain people during this time on July 12th, July 11th. There's a lot of shit they can do. This nigga is connected, bro. How is your father getting money from Rock Nation and 8 years later you doing a Rock Nation case?
And it's awful funny now that Anthony dude, I'm looking at all his profiles. They've removed all his pictures. His profiles, all his medical pictures are removed as him being a emergency room doctor, meaning you don't practice no more. Why? Why
Mm,
you don't practice no more, Anthony?
something fishy going on, y'all. Something
Hmm.
fishy. Something fishy
Hmm.
going on. DMG, don't be scared to hit the link, nigga. We done cracked the case. Rock Nation and the doctor are
As of
connected.
2023, he's now a professor. Okay. Lucky you.
Rock Nation and the Dr. Milton are connected, y'all. Money has been his father owned United Way, a foundation that Jay-Z put a lot of money into. A
And even
lot
did
of
a
money.
concert for.
A free concert at that. When you ever know Jay-Z to do free concerts?
Unless I need something later down on the line.
That was Jay-Z. No, that he been using them. He been using them then. He been using this doctor for a long time.
That's probably a family doctor for all we know.
That's what I'm saying. For all we know, he probably work with Beyonce. It's a lot of shit he probably do for them. He probably write his prescriptions for all we know.
Oh shit.
He
Okay.
he could, bro. He could be the Rock Nation doctor.
Mm. Mm.
You see what I'm saying? They literally sent their own doctor and this nigga to look at making foot so they could say whatever they want. Because guess what? The medical report is what's it's gonna get you what? A charge. They needed the medical report to say that they found fragments so they could frame Tory Lanez.
Which is
The white
perfect because the fragments he gave over are missing. Perfect story.
and now
Perfect.
and now they missing.
Because now look, what do we think? LAPD's corrupt. Is it really LAPD?
No, it was the doctor.
Exactly.
The doctor
But
was crooked.
everyone focused on LAPD. That's
Yup.
the distraction. As
We
y'all would
was,
say, that's the
bro,
distraction.
we are the first ones to crack the case and tell everybody that it was the doctor. Your boy Tory Lanez got framed by the doctor. There was never no fragments. No fragments ever existed, y'all. There was never no bullet fragments. We cracked that shit, DMG. We did what we do.
Man, y'all leave little Milton Stewart Little alone. I heard he's a good doctor.
Bro, that nigga crooked.
He is a good doctor.
Milton
He
Stewart
gave
Little.
he gave Megan a free surgery.
He crooked.
He probably
He ain't-
punched that for a few times.
He didn't do nothing. He ain't do nothing to her.
If you know, I just now it makes me think Tory was okay. You know how Tory kept saying, this is all because of a record deal. Now it makes you think. Remember when Dolph didn't want to sign with Rock Nation? And
Mhm.
XX, what's his name? Tession, he didn't want to sign with Rock Nation. Then
Mhm.
Adrian Broner didn't want to sign. Lil Wayne didn't want to sign, and now y'all are accusing him of sexual assault and abuse. I don't know. Nicki Minaj didn't want to sign. L.A. Russell didn't want to sign. All these bad things happen. Like, so what do y'all know?
Mhm. They
It's
be
just a
trying to.
coincidence. It's a coincidence.
It ain't no coincidence. They be trying to force niggas into contracts.
And the only reason why they didn't get Lil Wayne, because what did he do? Run the baby. He ran back to Cash Money.
Mhm.
Hmm.
They scared him back to Cash Money. They scared him back to Baby.
Exactly. So what do you motherfuckers know?
Remember, they was about to take Lil Wayne out. Nigga, he almost got took out.
Yep.
That's why he started staying away. He started hiding.
Mm-hmm.
They either call him crazy, they go into hiding, or they put him locked up. That's about it.
Mhm. They create a way to lock him up.
Man, imagine Tory probably didn't even know how hard they were plotting on him. That's crazy.
He
Bro,
That shit
he
knows.
was
didn't
lit.
even
There's
know that
more.
they.
That's what I'm saying. There's more to it. It wasn't just about the label, about signing. You knew something, and they were like, "Look, let's put you in a contract." Because remember, a lot of those contracts come with what? NDAs.
Yup.
You want to know the crazy thing
Witness
about it?
whatever.
Look at the
What?
length they went through to put a case on that nigga though. Once the shit happened and they wanted to cover up her image and keep the shit solid, look at the lengths they went to create the narrative that he shot her in the foot.
And that whole dance bitch shit, that's all just to get more people on her side.
Nah, I don't even think. I think Megan made that part up. I don't even think that was a part of the plan.
Nah, but she gonna get her fan base on her team, like, oh, he's doing it at me
Because we all
derogatory
watched
because
that
I'm a
movie.
dancer, shit like that.
Now we all watched Harlem Nights, bitch. We knew where that came from. We knew that ain't nobody told you to
It's some
say
old
that. We
shit.
saw that
Nobody's
movie.
saying that, but I'm saying she used that as like a sympathy. She want to be the victim so bad,
Mm-hmm.
playing that victim card for real.
This shit crazy. They played this nigga. Everybody was down with this shit, man. Everybody palms got greased, y'all. Everybody. Like, look at this shit, bro. Look at this nigga pops, y'all. You see that dude? Look at his pops. Watch his pops, y'all. This nigga pops. This is pops, y'all.
Because
This
I'm
nigga
reading.
daddy.
Because
But he
look,
ain't on
Cap,
there.
I just read the report. Evidence number 27, radiology report. No radioperic foreign bodies. No bullet fragments clearly visible on X-ray. That was evidence number 27.
Look at this nigga daddy. The nigga daddy received 17 million from Rock Nation. 17 million. His daddy it runs the Greater Atlanta United Way.
He's the middleman. Yeah, that's
It's,
like they be using them nonprofits because you can't just wire transfer somebody 17 million. You know what I mean?
so Jay-Z been working with the nigga daddy for a long time. Jay-Z been working with the nigga daddy since 2011. He already plugged in with the doctor. He was already plugged in.
And
Hey,
you
you
know
go
what?
follow
And
that
I
doctor's
bet you,
cases. Yeah, you're gonna find more shit.
and if you pay attention to the cut, the picture of the cut you showed, you could tell it was infected. So you operated on somebody. You operated on somebody in false pretense and gave them an infection. Cause look how nasty that won't Cause she didn't even need it in the first place. You just had to cut her open just for proof.
Just
Megan,
to
you
make
is
it look
one
like
dumb
you did
hoe.
it.
You is one dumb hoe. You gonna let a motherfucker cut you open just to prove a point. That's you is a dumb hoe. That's
Yeah,
dumb.
the whole shit was put together. The whole shit was a plan, y'all. A whole play. She ain't do no surgery. Man, ain't no bullet wound. Ain't no damn bullet wound. Them man, them glass wounds. That's glass wounds, man. You could tell that look, that's a glass. You could tell that's a glass. Y'all
Cause
better pay
look how many. What is that? 1, 2. That's like 3 stitches. Look, man,
It's
get
like
the
you
fuck.
stepped on a piece of glass for real.
That's one. I see 1, 2. Yeah, that's just 2. And then you see the
straight
cut on the
glass.
left and the cut on the back. Yeah, and the cut right there. Yeah,
Yes,
you
You know,
the
you
tell.
doctor
mixed
was
it.
in on it.
And you can
Yes,
tell
the
those other
doctor was
ones
in
are
on
older wounds. Look how the other ones on her ankle, look how those healed compared to that one down there. Those are older wounds. So you was telling the truth. You had got hurt prior to that. You right? You did.
it.
We see it got healed.
Yeah. He said, yes, the doctor was in on it. The doctor father received $17 million from Jay-Z. Yeah. The
And that's
doctor's
only the
father.
money that's public. We don't know behind closed doors how much.
Yeah. That's only the money that we know about. How was the doctor connected to Jay-Z and Rock Nation?
And
Getting $17 million.
and why did you delete that article so we can't read the 476 pages for that Tribune?
Exactly. They didn't think we was gonna find it out.
Axe
They
missed the
didn't think.
whole thing.
Yeah, he don't know what's going on.
He
He
thinks he
don't
was
know.
doing that for Meg. Nah, he got 17 million.
He got
That's
17
see,
million
and that's
dollars.
why it shit goes under the radar because people like ask how they think. They don't look at the
Yeah.
bigger picture. You looking at Meg. We saying fuck Megan, you the pawn, baby. We looking at the king. We don't care about you was a pawn. You was a drug mule. I mean a gun mule. We don't care. We ain't worried about you.
17 million. His daddy. Yeah, the
Now
dad right here.
that was one event you did at 17 million, but you've been working with him for over 13 years. So we can only imagine the
Yeah, look at
money.
the dad. 17 million the daddy got for United Way from Jay-Z. From Jay-Z.
Of course the nigga went to Morehouse. Of course. I'm not even surprised. Of course.
Pay attention. Pay attention. Got him. Real easy.
Now, what are the odds that your son coming to work 12 hours later and sees bullet fragments at the radiologist that they're trained to do? That's what they specialize in, is MRIs and X-rays.
Mm-hmm.
Your
Pay
son
attention.
come 12 hours and says he's seen something that the radiologist, the ER, and the nurses didn't see beforehand.
Pay attention.
Hey, so
Oh,
look,
okay.
on the United Way, it says that they take 85 cents out of every dollar towards their mission. So even if you're getting 15 cents on the dollar times 17 mil, that's still a couple mil in his pocket for free.
Huh.
Even if they use that how they say they use it. But you know they don't.
And Jay-Z helped you get 17 mil that we know of. Huh.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you living good, bucko.
Mm-hmm. The doctor put the whole thing into play. We cracked the case. The doctor put the whole play together, y'all. Dr. Milton was connected to The Rock the whole time.
Mm.
Jay-Z
And how
had
does
a doctor
Tory's
in his
lawyers
back.
don't pull up any of them too? Look at that.
Because
None of these doctors
Tory's
called to
lawyers is
testify.
Rock Nation.
Man, the
Tory
whole
lawyers can't
system
do what we
corrupt.
do either. That's all. They can't do what we do. Them niggas
We do
push
that shit
paper.
for free. Shit.
Yeah, they push paper. We actually do investigation work. They don't
And
do investigation work.
we not on nobody payroll, but our own. So you ain't calling and making no shots on us, telling us, hey, nigga, you don't pay me. The fuck? I don't owe you nothing.
I need 17 mil.
Facts. I'll stop. Yeah, hey, I'll stop right now. If they call right, I'll give you 17 mil to stop talking. You and Cap stop. Hell
Hey,
yeah, Cap. Fuck
twin
this.
phones start to blow up right now.
If it did, I would tell Cap, hey Cap, fuck Megan. Let's get this 17 mil. Fuck with that.
Fuck it, we out of here.
Hey, fuck this trial.
Man, I'll take 2. Fuck it, y'all keep it real.
Yeah,
Hey,
they could pay me. I don't care.
I can't believe nobody figured this out, y'all.
That
I
shit
think
wasn't
they
even
scared to
hard.
speak up.
Yeah.
I can't believe nobody asked. Do this look like a bullet wound to you, bro?
Nobody's saying nobody blaming nobody.
Bro, this is what he not understanding. We just went over all the evidence. There was a witness at the scene that saw what happened that said that the girls was fighting. Kelsey shot in the air, and then Tory Lanez jumped out the car and grabbed the gun, and the gun went off 2 more times. That's what the guy said. That's what the witness said. Then this one doctor said there was never no gunshots. There was only a laceration, a cut. The black doctor come in and say he found bullet fragments. So which one is it? The ER doctor didn't find no bullet fragments. Only saw a cut. That said it was a minor cut. And the black doctor who worked with Rock Nation, come in and change the whole narrative. Pay attention. The
There
Rock
ain't no
Nation.
way this
So
dude
we
with a
supposed to.
master's in medical. There ain't no way
So
he in
we
the
supposed
ER.
to. I guess we supposed to believe the orthopedic over the radiologist. Oh, okay.
In
ER
the ER, bro. You gonna know somebody been shot when you get to the ER. There ain't no way you can't see that.
That's like a radiologist trying to tell you about bones. Bitch, I went to school for this.
I'm
That
telling
shit
you,
crazy.
this is what they don't understand. Bro,
He
only
said,
thing
I don't
Tory
see
Lanez
nothing. They said, what about 17 mil? The white dude said, nah, I'm good. They had to bring in the fixer.
the
No,
black dude.
they didn't even offer it to him because we don't need you. I'm gonna
Nah, they
call
probably
him. I'm gonna
offered him
call
like
in a favor.
$100K. He didn't take it. They probably tried.
They call
They-
LAPD. Hey, what did the doctor say? Oh man, they saying there ain't no fragments. All right, hold on 1 second. Hey Milton, where your son at? Hey, tell him to get his ass up there.
You
Yup.
on the panel been shot? Twin and
I've
Cat
been shot.
probably.
That ain't no bullet
Bro,
wound.
I got luck. I got 9 lives. I ain't never been shot.
Milton don't even work on feet. Milton don't even work on feet. He had no
Nah, he be
reason to
wearing
be.
hips, shoulders, knees, and toes. Hokey pokey ass boy. It's
Yeah,
Stuart Little
No,
over
but
here.
on his profile, he specializes in hip, knee, and pelvis bones. That's his specialty. So why wouldn't they have
Exactly.
called someone who specializes and focuses on just feet? And why would they call you
pay
if you
attention,
already
y'all.
said, Megan, oh, I didn't have no bone problems because I got hit with a 22. So then why did they call in an orthopedic if you had no bones hit? What was the orthopedic?
Yo, they didn't even call this nigga. Twin, they didn't even call Milton. Milton just came
He
out of
pulled
nowhere. I'm
up.
telling you.
Nah, they called him. They
They
called
didn't call.
Milton.
They
No.
called him. Milton
The
came out of
hospital didn't
nowhere.
call him. The
Yeah, the
hospital didn't call him.
hospital
He just,
didn't.
oh
Jay-Z did.
hey, this
Somebody
is
in
Megan Thee
rock.
Stallion. Oh yeah, let me look at it. Let me just get a second opinion. I got you, bro. You tired? You've been working on that. Let me help you out.
You didn't see this bullet wound I just found? That's what he said.
You know how
No.
pissed I would be? Oh nigga, don't discredit my motherfucking degree.
Now you know the white dude had the foot all in his face. You didn't see no bullet wound. Come on.
Bro, they don't even have no bullet fragments. All of a sudden, the bullet fragments mysteriously disappeared.
Yes, they said it's a 22 and unknown's right. That shit could explode when it hit, but at the same time, like 3 bullet fragments, you gotta see those 22s hella small.
But they mysteriously disappeared. So they took the bullet fragments out of her feet, but then they mysteriously disappeared. Make that make sense?
Hey, but remember, Cap.
It was never there.
Hey,
They never had
hey,
any fragments.
but Cap, how did y'all get the DNA off the bullet fragments? Where did they go?
They didn't get no DNA off the bullet fragments
That's
because
my point.
That's why none of
So
them in court.
you
Yeah,
see what I'm saying? That's why I said when the prosecution said we do have the bullet fragments, that's how we found the unknown male. So where are the bullet fragments? Oh, because
no,
you identified whose prints was on there and you don't want us to know. Got you.
the unknown male came from the gun and the clip. 90% of the DNA on the gun came and the clip was from an unknown male.
Mm.
So remember, I said to you, I said, then you know the
overloaded
bullets
that.
had you. So then you know the bullets had the same person, the unknown male.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if that ain't Tory Lane, and you got an eyewitness saying that they saw the girl shooting the gun, how do you convict Tory Lane for a crime he didn't commit? The fix was in. The fix was in.
and
They put a case on this, my nigga. Yo, that's I said they went to extreme measures. You have to have a lot of money to do this, bro. This ain't no regular shit what they did to this nigga. You have to have a lot of people in position that's willing to cooperate. The doctor is
thanks.
cooperating. The lawyer is cooperating.
And you
Like
just Tory
like
Lane sitting in court, like you can't even fight that if you try.
you couldn't even fight it if you try, my nigga. How can you fight it when they railroading you in every direction?
Man,
But
they
think
got
about it. Like
they
Cap,
got the
like
lawyers working for them too. Your lawyer, damn.
My
but
nigga,
see,
they didn't even play these body camera videos in court. Body
but see, Cap,
camera
like you
footage
just
alone.
said, all that money they use to do all this. The question is, who are y'all protecting that y'all would spend this much money and you would put your career, your medical license, your life on the line for who? Who would you do that for?
What up, Lena? Not so like you
A
talking about if they
corporation.
running guns like that, they don't want Tory to tell on them either. They might get nervous. See what I'm
No, but what
saying?
I'm
If they
saying is
running big things like that, it's gonna link back.
to go this deep and get people to make fake medical papers, sign off on fake evidence, for you to do all that and put all these people's career on the line. You're hiding somebody that's worth it.
Yep.
Who's worth it? That's
I
what we
mean,
trying to
Tory
figure out.
must have
Who's
had
the
some
nigga that's
power.
worth it that you gonna throw away your whole career and life on for a
When
lie?
Tory get out, he gonna be a beast. That's all I know.
I don't know. I think they're gonna
But
kill
that's
him.
what you understand. They trying to make it where he can't get out. The whole play was for him to get killed in jail. The whole play, this was all put together. You don't understand. He was putting the play was to put him in jail to get rid of him. Why?
Because he knew too much about how they work, how they move. And didn't want to sign with him.
Because if you think about it, even with the stabbing, go listen to the dude's statement he gave to the correction officer. He said, me and Tory been cool. We was kicking and talking, whatever. Everything was good. They said, what changed? He said, I got word in the jail that he had put money on my head. So I went and talked to him about it.
Yeah,
Who
because
told you that?
he had some weirdo charges with some little girl. I think Cap
But
pulled
that's
those
my
up.
point. Who told you that he had money on your head?
Yeah,
They set
somebody
him up.
called him.
They
Yep.
set that's what I'm saying. They set him up.
Well,
That
they
was a
said now
setup.
he in a super PCR like by himself. He don't even want to come out. So he might be telling now. I don't know. But yeah,
Nah, he
he's
said
somewhere he
he
can't
said
get
they was
to.
in a cell together. They was kicking it.
Yeah, I'm talking
I
about
find
now. I'm
out
talking
who
about
you
after.
I find out who you kicking it with. Oh, you hang out with that nigga? Hey, y'all, let's make a phone call. Let's talk to him and see what we can get done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they were sold up because even on the PCR, like they got certain gangs, Crips, and all that.
But
I
my
think
thing is
they
Tory
was
Lanez,
funking.
but he not in a gang. He was helping niggas with their court trial. So he hanging out amongst these
Yeah,
niggas like we friends. I'm helping y'all with y'all court shit.
yeah, but it's the Mexican cat. That cat was Mexican. He was fucking with the Crips, and
Not, but that's what I'm saying. Go listen to his statement. It don't make sense. Why would you attack him? Out of all the black people you could attack who's not gang affiliated, he's helping you with your case. And then out of the blue, you just wake up and say, somebody said you put money on my head. Why would Tory put money on your head? Why are you so special?
Thanks.
A lifer. You're never getting out. Why
Yeah,
would
he
he
don't care
put money
about
on
you.
your head?
Someone got in his head, yeah. But that's what he is. He one of them little crash outs. Like that's what he called a
That's
torpedo.
what I'm saying. That shit
And they
don't
gonna
make
send him at him.
sense. Tory put money on your head? Nigga, what? Come
And
on
then
now.
cats get nervous and get to poking shit.
Yeah, but I wonder who planted it in your head.
Hey, you gotta track those jail calls.
You feel me? Because he wouldn't tell who. He wouldn't tell who.
Damn. What's the odds that we will find out that the doctor is connected to Rock Nation?
And that tells you, Cap, if we found it that easy, because it took us 10 minutes. Imagine his lawyers been and knew this.
Now I see why his dad was screaming Rock Nation, Rock Nation, Rock Nation. Remember, I kept saying like, damn, why they screaming Rock Nation so much? Like I couldn't get it. Now I see.
Now we know.
Rock Nation got their hands all in this case, from the doctors to the lawyers, everybody. Nigga, how can you fight a system that where they design it to make it look like you guilty? My nigga, if you got a doctor lying, you can't do shit. You got the police saying, even the police on the scene said there was no gunshot. Look at this shit, man. Let me show y'all something. I think this is shit that they didn't show. This is shit that they didn't show the jury. Shit the jury didn't see. See, you know how certain shit the jury don't see.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Sean Kelly's statement. Sean Kelly's statement. In his statement, in a separate interview, Sean Kelly said he saw Kelsey and Megan fighting violently, with Kelsey in the rear passenger attacking Megan front passenger. The driver, Jaquan, tried to intervene. He stated that a woman fired the gun while Tory Lanez, described as the shorter black guy, was still in the back seat of the SUV. There is no way Tory fired the gun 5 times. You understand that?
Yep.
Pay attention. That's one of the witnesses that seen the whole thing. That's one of the witnesses that seen the whole thing. My nigga, since when a witness testimony don't get you off? This is a white guy. This guy is a white guy. He ain't black. He don't give a fuck about Tory Lanez.
He must be lying. That's what they gonna say. Cause Megan said it happened. So he's lying.
What do Sean Kelly got to lie for?
Exactly.
What do Sean Kelly got to lie? Listen, y'all. DMG, listen to what this nigga said to police. This is body camera footage. This is shit that they didn't play for the jury. The jury didn't get to hear this, y'all. Listen to this shit.
Escalade open and the girl come out and pull open the passenger door and started screaming and yelling at somebody in the car.
So the girl who came out of the passenger, you're talking about the front passenger?
No, the rear.
The rear passenger. So the girl comes out of the rear passenger and she goes to